So here we have a document that's going to have some text for job number 2. One of the things I want you to remember to do, because it makes your life a lot easier, is make sure you highlight all of your text. You can either click and drag up or do a Control-A. And then under the Home tab, you want to make sure you click on this paragraph part right here and make sure you set your spacing after to 0. You do that, it just makes sure that your text comes through a lot nicer. One of the things that you're going to have to do on job number 2 is you have to set your font size and your font color based on the directions on page 5. So you have font size of 36, different fonts and different colors. And again, you can just go ahead and highlight, choose some fonts that you like that are going to look nice, and then again you need to set your font size. So just for an example. The other thing that you need to do on page 5 is to go through and insert bullets. So we have our option here of inserting our bullets. So we close this drop-down menu, and we have these different bullets here you can choose. One of the things it tells you to do is use a check mark or a fancy bullet. So I can use a check mark here, and I can type, and then when I hit enter again, I'm going to get more check marks. So that is definitely an option. One of the things you will also need to do is to go through and physically insert an image or a graphic related to voting. So you'll want to do an internet search. So on your internet search here for Google, you can go ahead and go to images, and then you can search voting. And you just want to find some type of image that is going to relate to what we're trying to cover here, and they want to relate to voting. So whether or not you want to do here, get voting, again, it's going to be your internet search here. So I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to go ahead and save the image as, and I'm going to save it on, it'll give me an option to ask where I'm going to save it. I'm going to call this voting, and it's going to save onto my desktop. By default in Chrome, though, it's not going to give you an option to do that. It's going to save in your downloads. So once it does save in your downloads, you will then just need to go ahead and, in your document, go to Insert, Pictures, and then you need to find where that picture is. Again, mine went on my desktop because I saved it there. And put it in there and do all kinds of formatting for it on there. Yours potentially might, when you try to find pictures, you might need to go right here under Downloads. It might be the location. Please remember, for all of your documents, you need to make sure at the very bottom or somewhere on there you need to have your student name and then the job number. So job 2 for this one. It can be on 1 line, 2 lines. Just make sure it fits within the page. If you're having a hard time getting it to fit with all of your other text, another option you would be able to do is you could go ahead and do a text box, and you could draw a text box, and then this will go anywhere that you need. You can put your student name and then your job number. And then you could physically move this text box anywhere you need. You got to just make sure that your name is on every assignment when it's printed out. Good luck with completing job number 2.